What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy Murdo, and we back with a new podcast episode of Kickin It with MERTOsheWROTE. Today we have a special guest here, Danielle Rafael. Thank you
What
for
up, what
being here.
up?
All right. How are you doing today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good, good. This is how does it feel to be an honor of first being the first guest on Kickin It with MERTOsheWROTE?
I feel so honored. Thank you for having me. This is so
Yeah,
exciting. I can't wait to see your launch of your podcast.
yeah. So it's not just Danielle's not just gonna be my guest for today. She's also like one of my closest friends here.
Grade 12 grad date, so we go way back.
We go way back because we don't have to say how old we are, but yeah, we go way back from high school kind of thing. Uh, so for all the new listeners, actually everyone's a new listener on this podcast, but for all the new listeners, um, we want to talk today about Hustle Infinite. And for all of you those who don't know, can you tell the listeners what is Hustle Infinite?
Hustle Infinite is a clothing brand that me and my fiance started a couple years ago. I believe it was in 2016. So we aimed for this clothing brand because at that time we were going to the gym often and we were buying clothes and, like everyday gym wear that we could use because I think it was like Monday to Friday. We've been constantly at the gym. So we
Yeah,
kind of thought
and
about
you
it.
guys were hitting the gym hard too during that time.
Those are the days.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so then we thought about it. We're like, well, since we're buying clothes, why don't we just make our own clothes that we know what we want and try to do it because the whole thing with like Hustle Infinite, you're always on the go, always trying to be better than what you were yesterday. So we thought about how we could make a clothing brand that could be something that's like you could wear in and out of the gym, and that's where kind of Hustle Infinite came out or like was born. And yeah, so we've been doing it. We took a little bit of break this year because we had a baby, so I wanted to take this time to just relax and enjoy motherhood. But it's been going strong. A lot of people have been asking us when we're going to come out with a clothing brand. So, I mean, with a relaunch of the clothing brand. So we've got a little bit of stuff lined up, but we'll probably won't be doing it till fall. But yeah, I don't want to say anything more, but we have a little bit of a surprise when we relaunch.
Right, right. Um, with the name Hustle Infinite, did you guys have any other choices of names that you were thinking of doing?
Not really. We were like back and forth between what we wanted to decide. And at that time, hustle was kind of like our lifestyle. Like we'd be working nonstop, and then sometimes we wouldn't get home until like late at night and have to like work again in the morning and then go to the gym and then just do everything in between. So I think hustle was the perfect word for us. And then infinite is just that's just the way of life. So we just kind of combined the two and coined the words together. And I thought then it just clicked. We're like, nope, that's it. We're gonna stick to it. Jay, my fiance, he's the one who actually thought about the name. And then once he said it, I'm like, yeah, it has a nice ring. Let's just go with it. And then there was nothing like that we really wanted to go with after that. After hearing Hustle Infinite, and then we I don't even know what other names we even had to begin
Yeah,
with.
actually, yeah, because I was actually just really curious about that too. I'm like, I wonder if they were thinking about any other names before that one.
Yeah, and then yeah, no, I didn't really. No, I can't really even think of the other stuff that we had jotted down or anything.
Yeah, because you guys were hitting. I remember you guys going to the gym like all the time, and that was like all you guys were already like kind of promoting before you even started because you guys kept posting gym photos, gym videos, and
Yeah,
like
I remember even like working out like late at night in the morning, like sometimes like at 2 a.m. and just
you guys got there at 2 a.m.
sometimes we had like late night gym sessions, and we wouldn't go home till like 3, and then we had to, well, sometimes I would have to work at like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning the next day. So I don't even know how we did it.
Oh my god, I didn't even know you guys were like heading out at 2 a.m. to start.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
why
I
why
mean,
was it so late?
because when you go to the gym, especially after like work, there's like such a rush hour, and then there's just so much people that's like there. So then it's kind of hard to like actually get in a workout, and you have to wait for equipment. So when we go in the nighttime, there's like pretty much like it's empty, right? There's like no one there. So then we liked it that way. It was quiet, and then we just saw like the couple of regulars who were there, and it was fun. So it'd be like the late night game of
Late night
seeing
crew.
everyone. Yeah, late night crew.
Wow, man, that's pretty crazy. And you had like work at like 8 a.m. or something, right? Or 7?
Yeah, hustle infinite. That's
That's pretty
perfect.
crazy, actually. Now that I really think about it, I didn't even know it was that.
We live it and breathe it.
um, when you guys like come up with like designs, like how do you guys come up with that? Like, where's the idea come from for
uh,
your t-shirt logos and stuff like that?
Jay, we kind of collaborate, but like I'll shoot like like me and Jay will like shoot ideas back and forth of like what kind of stuff we want to launch for like the next collection. So then we'll have like a couple of ideas going, but basically Jay is like our graphic designer. So he had experience of doing like graphic designs from like high school. Like he used to do like t-shirts for intramurals in his high school and everything. So
Oh, I didn't
I
even know that.
yeah, he used to go Garden City, so he was in charge of like doing that stuff. So he has a really like creative eye and stuff, and then like just knows how to do that kind of stuff. Like if you were to ask me to design something, it would not come out the way that I picture.
Yeah,
So Jay's responsible for that kind of stuff, and pretty much whatever we have for ideas, he'll put it onto like a graphic design, and then eventually just like it just works out to the way that we both envision the logo and stuff to look like. We'll go back and forth of like little ideas here and there, and then that's how pretty much it just comes up.
yeah, and like I've known Jay for like as long as I've known you as well, and like he's always been that kind of creative kind of person, eh?
Yeah, he is. So I trust him completely to figure out what we want
Yeah,
to do, and
like
well,
like when he's always like even with like whatever he wears compared to like everyone else, he's always like unique with
it's
anything he
always
does,
different,
eh?
right? Yeah. So I think that's what helped our brand stick out from the rest of the other like clothing companies. It's just that unique logos and that unique style, and we just always want to kind of like be different and offer something that like no other competitors has offered. And then our biggest thing with like the designs is like our clothing needs to match it too. So we want to be able to create like clothing that people love to wear and that are like comfy and then they could use at the gym. And so far we've been getting a lot of great feedback, which I like from our customers, that they've given us reviews, which help our business a lot with that too. So it's been, our customers have been amazing. They've been such big supporters throughout this
Yeah.
whole journey.
Like, so did you have to like get that? Did you have to get your brand like copyright or I mean trademarked or something like that?
Trademark? No, we haven't trademarked it yet, but we are thinking about trademarking it because we've had problems in the past where people have copied our design. I don't know if
Oof.
you've seen that before, but like I reposted it on my story about this like girl. I forgot where she's from. New Zealand. Like she was asking me if I could send shirts to her to New Zealand,
All
and I'm like,
right.
oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden I'm getting her information and like payment info, and then she like blocks me. Copies are like literally were like design for design.
Yeah.
Copies are design, and then freaking tries to resell it on her Instagram page.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I think I remember you sending me her account and because she blocked you and you asked
yeah,
me to
so
check
I'm like,
it.
can you check it out? And then I was like, as if this girl just fucking scammed me. I'm like, oh my God. But
I forgot what she was also even copying the exact name almost like it was.
yeah, like that nothing given, everything earned. I'm like,
Yeah, like that's your actual like your
logo,
actual
slogan.
slogan, yeah. And I remember I checked out her Instagram, and her caption said, "Thinking of starting a clothing brand. What do you guys think of this?"
Yeah, you remember that? Oh my god, I was so livid. I was like, as if she did that.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh my god, like as if someone would like even come to message you and ask you about your information and stuff, and then steal it right under you, kind of thing.
I know she snaked me, but I think that's the thing with business, though. Like you're always gonna have other people trying to copy you or trying to, like do the same thing as you, but it's like it's out of your control. But the only thing you could just keep doing, you just keep moving forward and just producing all this like unique stuff for your customers, because at the end of the day, people are gonna know where it's coming from first, and
Do,
then
do,
you
do you
can spot the fakes from the reals like any day.
do you kind of feel like that's kind of like snakish, or you think that's kind of flattery?
A little bit of both, because it's such a piss off, right? Like you work hard for like doing something, and then like it takes a long time just to like get a collection going, and then for someone just to like steal it or like copy it, you're like, come on, like
Yeah.
think of something else. Like we've already done this, right? But I don't know. It is what it is at the end of the day, and you can't really do anything about it. But yeah, they said like imitation is the biggest form of flattery. So
Yeah,
however
that's
you
why I'm
take
at. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's
that.
not too many people who like can come up with stuff. Like, there's not much original ideas. That's why I feel like everyone just what do you call that? Not copies, but like gets inspired, I guess, by something. But that girl just straight up copied you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I mean, I've seen it in like the clothing business. Like you see some people doing like parodies of like other brands. Like there's like stuff that they'll like take from other brands and then like make it into their own and stuff. But yeah, that's just how the clothing business is. It's always like going to be some form of something that's recycled, but it's up to your like customers and people to recognize that and just stick to whoever like thought about it first. And
Yeah. And you
yeah.
and you guys have like, because you guys have your Instagram page Hustle Infinite as well, and you guys do like a lot of engaging with your customers and clients and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, and I think we wanted to be very personable with our customers and people who've commented or show us support, because at the end of the day, we're doing this for them, and it's nice to be able to connect with these people and see them eye for eye, and for like, well, and for them, because they're people too, right? So we all have feelings and everything, and it's nice to be appreciated. And we've actually like our customers or like the people who've engaged with us, we actually just we either like had met them at the gym or like had met them over the internet, and then just become like really good friends, which I like social media brings like people together, which is amazing, because it enables us to like connect and share our stories, and a lot of people could relate to that. So I like that aspect of the social media.
Yeah, I feel like engaging is like really important when it comes to like social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it's cool because like, so like when I'll be like on my Instagram and I'll see on my story, like on the story feed, or even my feed, I see you guys reposting, like people are wearing your guys brand and tagging you guys in it, and it's like it's pretty cool watching like a bunch of people like reposting your guys clothing brand because they're like satisfied with what they got from it, kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's nice because at least you're doing something right, and then you're able to connect with all these people. Or like,
Uh,
or if you see people like I've seen like our friends texted us and be like, I see this like Tita and Tito wearing your like Hustle Infinite shirt at the mall, and I was like, do you know them? They're like, no, they look like a Tita and Tito, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. So just seeing that, like people like texting us, be like, yo, this person's wearing your clothing, so.
for
Or like,
for
remember that time when people were like, yo, Murdo, I watch your YouTube videos, but you don't know.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like
Exactly,
it's like
right?
it's
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 such
like
an awesome feeling.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like whoa. I thought like no one was watching my stuff, kind of thing too.
Right? Yeah.
But
It's
okay,
nice. You're actually like making
side
an impact on these people that you don't
side
even know.
side note for anyone who doesn't know what tita and tito is, that's auntie and uncle in Filipino.
Oh yeah.
um, so when you guys like start um, pushing out content and stuff, like where do you guys promote all your stuff?
Just basically just stuff like Instagram or Facebook or what I'll give a little tip for our business or like what helped our business to anyone who's listening. What something that really helped us grow our business was having an email campaign. Just getting people's emails and then shooting them out of like what we have to launch before it launched to the public. That really helped a lot. And
Oh yeah,
creating and building that email list, like we started in 2016. So when we launched our collection, what was it, last year before I got pregnant? Um, the most recent one, the one before we launched, before we took a break, we had grew our email list, and then just from growing our email list, like our business probably made like so much more money than it had in those couple of years because we kept our email list growing. So even people who just inquired about like the one time, like the one t-shirt from our one launch, we kept their email and just kept giving them stuff until they launched. And then eventually people who were interested like bought the stuff. So
yeah,
that really helped us. So yeah, and then just Instagram basically, that's all we've really done
yeah,
for, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just Instagram. And Facebook, but I'm not really that much active
yeah.
on the Facebook page.
Um, who's who's doing with more who's always like posting, or is it like both of you guys are in control of the Instagram page, or like who's always like on it all the time?
Oh, it's mainly me.
It's mainly you. Okay.
Yeah, it's mainly me. Sometimes Jay will like, cause we have shared accounts, so sometimes Jay will come in and then just like reply if I couldn't reply or anything. But posting and then funny thing is, so I'll post, but
Yeah.
like our captions or anything that goes through like our email campaign is through Jay. Like he's like our copywriter. So anything like some of the captions that you see, I'll like draft something up and then he'll take whatever that like draft is and make it so it's more like readable and like appealing and then more like engaging for for people to see.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think not much people knew that, but he's pretty much just the copywriter of it all.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's a
so
it's a
it
it's
helps a
it's
lot.
it's a team effort. Like you're
Yeah,
putting your work in the tea. Um,
and he's very good at words. Sometimes I get my words mixed up and it doesn't come out right. So
but
you know,
I'll catch it and I'll let you know every time.
yeah.
Because
So he's done that. So he pretty much like edits and words it properly for everyone to understand.
yeah, I remember like this is not even like Hustle Infinite, but I remember you posting. It was like Amy's birthday, and and you meant to write my my down ass hoe, but you wrote my
Like,
ass down hoe, and then you just posted it, and then I like replied to you right away. I'm like,
and
hey,
I appreciate you for calling me out. You're a true friend.
yeah,
True
no,
friends
because
calling me out.
I replied to him. I'm like, hey, I'm not sure if you meant ass down hoe or you really meant like
Oh man,
down
laughed my
down ass,
ass off reading that. It was so funny.
and I was just laughing because like it just sounded like a sex position to me, and I was just
It
like,
does.
I was like,
My ass down hole. You're like, what?
uh,
Hilarious.
without giving away, I know you already mentioned this earlier, but without giving away too much, like, so you guys have new stuff coming up,
Yes.
and
We're in the finalization of
yeah.
everything. Not still gotta do the production work, but we've kind of finalizing stuff.
Do you know like when it might come out?
Not really sure. It's been hard. I don't, because with Damien, I'm going back to work next month, and
Yeah, yeah.
then
It's
I'm
almost been a
pregnant.
year.
I'm like 4 months pregnant, so trying to find the energy. It's kind of coming back, but hoping before Christmas ish, kind of think,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So anyone listening, right before maybe close to Christmas, you might see a new launch of their next
Oh, and I'll give
collection.
you guys a hint. Since we have kids,
Ooh.
there might be something to do with the
All right.
new
That's a good hint. That's a good hint.
one,
A little excitement there.
right?
All right. Well, that was a great episode. Special thanks to Danielle Rafael. It was
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
it was actually fun. It was a pleasure to have you in the show. Thank you for tuning in today to listening to another episode of Kickin' It with She Wrote. It's me, your boy Murdo. Peace out, homies.